Councillor, lovely employees, and we have a few guests this morning with us. This is the day when we do our charity event, where we do our people who voted for charity, different charities, and I have a list of charities on here. I'll introduce the people to you. And this time, obviously, with all the stuff that's going on in this world, we have hardworking people, and if I get you to zoom in on the lovely people who do hard work for us, we want to present some kind of an offering, a goodwill to these charities on behalf of North York Price or CarHub. So, first thing I'll introduce is Darian. Darian is I was getting Darian to introduce himself. So Darian will be taking this over. He did the presentation today, but I just wanted to introduce him. Darian is part of this group, and he's a senior part of this group. So without further ado, I'm going to start introducing the charities, starting with Graham. Graham is from Caledon Community Services, and Graham today, I'd love for you to share a good news story with us from what you do. You do a lot of hard work at Caledon Community Services. Does a support systems for newcomers, families, support for fitness, nutrition, transportation access. So there's a lot of things that you do. So maybe you can share a wonderful story with us.
Yeah. Okay, so hi, thank you. I'm Graham from Caledon Community Services. So we're the only full-service food bank in Caledon. And like many food banks across Ontario, we've seen a 35% increase over the last 12 months. And we're seeing a lot more working families come into the Exchange Food Pantry for help. I just want to share a brief story. This is a message from one of our food bank clients who's a newcomer to Canada. So they say, I wanted to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you in the entire community for all the incredible support you've provided. As a new resident in Bolton, my family and I are still getting to know the city, and this experience has been nothing short of humbling and heartwarming. When my kids and I found ourselves in this challenging situation, a month after our move, I felt incredibly lost and unsure of how we would move forward. But the kindness and assistance we've received have really made a world of difference. Knowing there are people out there who care and have gone out of their way to help us makes me believe that brighter days are ahead. I'm looking forward to making new memories with new people in this new community that already feels like home.
Yeah. Beautiful. Come on over. So obviously we've done this before, and huge part of our community. Thank you. That's worked with us. I'll get you to do a little bit of a speech for us, and we have some good work.
Thank you. My name is Judith Retta. I'm the Community and Corporate Fundraising Manager at North York Harvest Food Bank. We opened in 1986 and heading into our 40th year of operations. Our catchment area runs from Highway 27 in the west all the way over to Victoria Park in the east, Steeles in the north, down to St. Clair and Eglinton. So that's more than a third of the geography of Toronto. And it's through incredible community and corporate partners like yourselves that we are able to sustain 30,000 visits every single month. In 2024, we provided nearly $8 million worth of non-perishable and perishable food to members of our community. So truly, on behalf of North York Harvest Food Bank and our community, thank you so much for your continued support. We're grateful.
Thank you so much for the hard work and the services you do. We appreciate it, and we have something for you. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm Melissa. I'm from Caledon Hospice. We provide grief and bereavement services to those in the community. That means free counseling services to those who are ill, those who have lost someone, or even caregivers. Around 7 years ago, a woman came to us looking for help because she lost her son. He was 20 years old, perfectly healthy, in a variety of sports. He had a heart attack. Turns out they had a condition that they didn't know about that was hereditary in the family. And she was lost. She didn't know where to go, what to do, but she found us. And through our counseling services and meeting other people who are in the same situation as her, she and her family were able to move forward and advocate for other conditions similar. And now she's actually a member of our hospice. She works with us, advocating and providing counseling services to others. So she should be part of the community. A lot of people don't know we exist. You don't know until you need us. And when you need us, you need us. It takes a village. So, little donations like this or any donations we get, we really rely on. So we're so thankful. So thank you.
Support system like that to go forward. And every year that you balance it comes along.
First, we want to start by just saying a huge thank you to CarHub over the past 8 years. You've supported us with your holiday program. We received $55,000 over that 8 years, and it's gone a long way to help the youth that we serve through our mentoring programs in the Peel and York regions. At Big Brothers Big Sisters, it's so amazing for us to see the young people we serve grow up and become confident, contributing members of our societies and communities. And this past year, actually, we were able to reward one of our big sisters with 10 years of service. And her name was Angela Rizzi, and she came to us at 8 years old as a little sister, and she was matched with her big sister. And when she grew up, she is now a mentor, and she has been volunteering as a mentor, like her mentor to her, for 10 years, and we were able to honor that. And she has been giving back, like Lisa, who was able to grow her into a bright young woman who now works for Peel Regional Police. So it is the support like yours that help us work with the youth in our communities through those one-to-one and group mentoring programs and help us lead those youth with those matches in just going back and serving their communities. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Tara is from the Distress Center of Greater Toronto. Tara has been to a few of these.
This is my fourth one.
And so far, I think we've donated $36,000.
$36,000, yeah.
3 years, so that's a big number for us guys. Here. Can you say a few words?
Absolutely. Hello everyone, it's nice to see everyone again. This is my fourth year here as part of this CarHub initiative, and we're always grateful to be thought of and approached to participate. We have a lot of fun. It's the fourth year that we've won the most votes, so that's very exciting. It's also nice to come here and catch up with the other charities you support and hear about all the great works that they're doing. So Distress Centers of Greater Toronto is a 24/7 operation where people can call one of our crisis lines, and one of our volunteers will support them through whatever emotional crisis they might be going through. Demand is always increasing, and that's not always a bad thing. And the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people are learning. We're breaking stigma. We're doing the work where people know it's okay to not be okay and reach out for resources to get the support that they need. I will share a quick story of something that happened. We host an annual event called the Walk to End Suicide. And as we were packing up the event this year, a gentleman approached some of our youth volunteers, our high school student volunteers. They don't answer the lines, but they help with events. And he let them know that he had actually come to the park that day. He had just been discharged from the hospital. He had come to the park that day because he wanted to end his life. And the reason why he wanted to end his life was because he had made mistakes in his life with addictions, mental health. He had made several suicide attempts in the past, and his family had pretty much disconnected with him. And it's amazing to show that even our youth are participating in reducing the number of suicides in Canada each year. They went and got a staff person immediately. They spoke with him. You know, when someone comes up to you in the park and tells you a story like this, you tend to want to run, especially as a young person, but they stay. And the result was that this gentleman took our number and promised the youth that he would not end his life that day in the park, and that he would call our line going forward to get support. And that's the kind of thing that you guys are supporting here in CarHub, and we really appreciate the support we've received over the last 4 years, and we can't thank you enough. So thank you, all of you.
Those real life events makes us all think deeper than we should. We stand together as a dealership, an organization, a community, and in a big picture, human beings who has to support each other through thick and thin. And we hear these things, and we're not always connected in the ways that these wonderful people are connected, but at the same time, if we need them, they're there for us. So we appreciate you, we thank you for that. And on behalf of everyone here at CarHub, we thank you for showing up and being part of this with us. So, great job, guys.
Thank you.